from Los Angeles. This is Montserrat Radio. You're listening to Montserrat Radio.
In the spirit of the war against fake news, Montserrat Radio presents The Fake News Show, conspiracy news and a different point of view of current events. And now your host, Benny Wilson.
Hello guys. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Oops. Okay. Hello guys. I think I have another of those issues. I strongly believe that. Okay. All right. We're gonna deal with this. We're gonna deal with this issue again. If not, I'm gonna have to start my show again. Because he just came back as a something went off. All right, we're gonna do this again because nobody's answering me. Okay, okay, now people can hear me now. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, guys. Okay. All right. Um. Okay, guys. Wait. Wait. All right. I got you. I got you. All right. Sorry, guys. And sorry for those people for who are not in my Facebook page. Everybody's excited. I got news for you guys. Um, and hopefully we get this thing together. We're just gonna try to put all the pieces together. I got a lot of news for you. I'm supposed to be talking about um, the future of our money, meaning how the Fed is gonna destroy the paper money and what is behind that. What's the agenda behind it? And trust me, well, you're gonna be really shocked when you find out about it. But I'm not gonna talk about it today. I'm supposed to be talking about it today. I will talk about it tomorrow, though. So today's show is called the federal. It's about a news that came out from Iraq and says that the federal court are going to decide for the approval of the parliament reform package. So what exactly they're talking about? They're talking about the economic reform in Iraq. And we know that within the pack and within the economic reform, we have the revaluation of their currency, the dinar currency. Now, this is just a procedure they're going to do before they revalue their currency. So we know for a fact that they actually getting ready to revalue. Now, I have been saying for a long time that the RB will happen at any day, at any time. And I've been saying it for a long time. And a lot of people are telling me, so why you contradict yourself, Benny? And I said, I've not been contradicting myself. I told you that they want to bring it all the way to July, but I'm not saying about the RB. All I'm saying is about the public exchange. The public exchange is totally different than the RB. Understand that. If Iraq raised the value, that doesn't mean that you and me are going to the bank. That doesn't mean that. We have to wait. I've been telling you. I never contradict myself unless they change the information. And when they change it, I let you know, look, the plans have changed. Now they say they're going to do this. And remember this, that when I told you guys that they want to drag it to July, I told you a month before everybody. And I got attacked because they hated the fact that I probably will be right again. Okay? So I'm not controlling this RB. Why are you getting mad at me? I don't understand. I just giving you exclusive information that I'm sharing with you. Okay? So relax. I understand that many of you are going through really, really tough time. Okay? I understand that. And for those who are in my Facebook page, I've done a lot of things to help people. Okay? Why? Because I want you to be part of this. You see, I'm not going to wait for the Jubilee to happen because the Jubilee will happen not when they release all the funds. The real Jubilee will happen when you are about to change. It's all about you. It's all about you. If you're willing to share your wealth to others and help others, it can be as little as $100 or as little as $45 to help a brother or sister to get into this business so they can make money. And if you help them a lot with the good words, optimistic words, because it's not people's fault because they're broke. It's not your fault because you've been fed up and you've been fed up with a lot of information that have put you in this bubble called ignorance. And the bubble has been created by them, by the elites, because they want to keep you in poverty. So that bubble, along with the bubble of the economy of the United States, is going to burst. And it's already bursting. Okay? It's already bursting. I know a guy, which name I'm not going to mention. He just shared his wealth with over 500 people. And he never even took a time to even share that information with anybody by myself. He looked at me and said, Benny, you know I'm wealthy. And in my group, I gave everybody, and there's about 100 people. I gave everybody $100 to get into this business. And I said, beautiful. And he told me something so profound that I already doing because, I'm doing it because I'm helping people too. He said, the Jubilee will not catch me. I'm going to catch Jubilee. I'm going to catch the change of consciousness so everybody can understand that we need to help each other because everybody, we are brothers and sisters. It doesn't matter if you're not Catholic or not Christians, or even if you're Muslim or anything else. It's about friendship. It's about sharing. It's about love. And that movement is already started. They just introduced me to a movement called the Ethereum Project. And that is just that one little example of what's going to happen ahead. That's the future of humanity. When we all got together and we find love to actually express ourselves to help each other. Because we're not going to wait for a government to help us. That will make us dependent. We've been depending on government for a long time. And now it's over. If governments are not going to help us to get out of this situation, we will. And that's exactly the thought and the mentality that is coming right now. Along with the RB and the revaluation of all these currencies coming in days ahead, you will see a lot of changes for humanity. Things will be different. Things are going to change so fast that you're not going to be able to actually assimilate all the changes coming to you. Everybody knows that when I tell you something, it'll happen, and then they're coming back to me, Benny, you were talking about this, and they give me this information. So you gotta wait. You need to wait because you're not gonna wait one more year. I'm just telling you that. You're not gonna wait one more year. The changes will happen this year, 2017. And as you know, I told you about a month ago they want to do the public exchange in July of 2017. Will that be public exchange worldwide? I don't know. I don't have that information. But I know for something for sure that we are going to do the exchange in the United States by 2017. Now, I also have some information from Australia, because I got a lot of fans in Australia telling me that they heard there have been some private exchanges in Australia. Now getting feedback from places like Japan, Korea, South Korea. They're telling me the same thing. So when are we going to have our chance? When are we going to have our opportunity? And I'm telling you, it's going to happen very soon. Now, what we have on hands are news. And I'm going to read the news for you. I'm going to tell you what exactly is happening. So let's go back to the news. Thank you, Laura Vargan. Thank you for getting to my chat room. Okay, so let me go to the news. And the news says, this is the bad translations, okay? So just let me read it like this. It says, of the federal court, which, by the way, this news is on my Facebook page. For those who are not on my Facebook page, That's where you get the updated information for the RB and the cryptocurrencies. You can't miss that. If you're not on my Facebook page, send me an email at bennyintelrb@gmail.com. That's Benny with one N and a Y. intelrb@gmail.com. Okay, and I will send you my page so you can just request for a friendship. And you better hurry up because I'm getting a lot of requests, and pretty soon I'm gonna run out of space. Okay, so it says in the news of the federal court shall decide with the approval of the parliament reform package. It says it comes from the Twilight News. Federal Supreme Court confirmed on Thursday that the House vote by resolution 15 to 2015, the Council of Ministers resolution number 307 and 2015, 2015, under the name of reform package, does not mean a mandate of the powers, pointing out that it is like condition of its agreement with the Constitution and law ratify the window. Like I said, this is not a correct translation. Let me see. See, when I read these articles, I need to come up with some sense of what it actually is being saying. And regardless of the sense, and actually the point they want to bring up, the main point is they're about to raise the value. That's why they're doing it, because they don't want to go anything against the Constitution, their own Constitution. Okay, so you need to understand that the Constitution of Iraq was changed when it was invaded by the United States. Okay, so now they're going to rectify their new Constitution under the new reform. So everybody's happy about it because you don't want to get conflict of interest, especially with the criminals like Maliki. And by the way, Maliki is freaking out. Okay, Maliki is freaking out because he already noticed that whatever he did to actually prevent this revaluation is not working. It's not working. Okay, so they have been the number one problem right now. And they will ultimately go to jail. They will ultimately go to prison. So hopefully everything gets straight out, okay? So what is the other news I got for you? Well, let me go through the news. And the news that I got for you is also something about the Dom. And I think I told the people, for those who are not in my chat room in the Facebook, I told my Jets. Okay, now let me just tell you something, but you guys probably don't know this, but I recently changed my chat room from Benny's Intel to Benny and the Jets. Because, one of my brothers told me, hey, we should name it Benny and the Jets. I thought it was funny, so I said, okay, that's fine. And I changed Benny and the Jets. All of a sudden, this guy from England called me and he said, Benny, let me just get you some opportunity for your people, for the people who are under you, that follow your followers, your fans. And he introduced me this generator for Bitcoin. Okay, and what is the name of the page? The page is called JetCoin. I just recently changed my chat room to Benny and the Jets. And the page is called JetCoin, meaning jets, airplanes. And their compensation plan is fantastic. And it looked really, really legit. Now, it is a secure website and it looking that it's going very strong. And I was told by some of the elites that little by little, that an instability of those companies actually generating Bitcoin, massive Bitcoin. As you know, for those who are banging this Bitcoin investment stuff, those companies never last. They last probably between 6 months to the most a year or 2 years, and then go out of business. And a lot of people get fraud, and a lot of people can have massive loss. But according to my sources, they're telling me that little by little, we will see very solid and trustful companies coming out with very good return on investments. And right now, when I say we, because my fans are also in this business, I'm introducing to actually two very solid, look like very solid investments. Um, One was the Constring Limited, and actually give you 10% of return on investment. And the other one, which is this one that I just said, called Jetcoin, and I had a lot of great feedback from it. A lot of people that they have a lot of trust on this website. So let's hope that these two companies bring us what they promising, and so we all can be, getting good money and make money actually and help people change their lives, because these things can change people's life. I see a lot of people who, before I introduce it to these opportunities, they come back to me and say, Benny, thank you for introducing me to this, because I'm paying now my bills. I'm paying now my child's toys, or I can able to go to travel, stuff like that, and I love it. When I hear this good feedback, I love it. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully these two platforms brings a lot of happiness to a lot of people, because after all, that is basically what it is. The recovery and the boom economic in the whole world. Okay, so let's continue with the news. So I'm going to talk about the Dawn. And I receive a lot of emails about the Dawn, and why is it that they haven't raised their value? Can Vietnam raise their value before Iraq? The question is whether or not they can do that. The question is why they haven't done it. And we know for a fact that for more than 10 years, we know that the whole war is focusing on Iraq, because when Iraq raise their value, everybody will follow. And I mean everybody will follow. So does Vietnam can go up before Iraq? Yes, they can do that, but I don't think they will. And the reason is because according to my sources, they are actually synchronizing. When they say synchronizing, means that they are following the same plan. And the plan is to have Iraq revalue first, and then the rest will follow. Now, what my intel was that this week they're supposed to start trading against the dollar, meaning they are about to start their process to detach from the dollar. Okay, because in order for a country to revalue and to increase the value of their currency, they need to detach from the dollar. They need to stop using the dollar. So that's a process that will take about, I don't know, 2-3 weeks. What I know is that they already started it. Now, we haven't heard anything about it, because that's basically what they do on the international market. That's what I've been told. But they already started. Actually, they started it last Sunday. Okay? So it's looking good right now, because I just got a call from a guy who works in the Wall Street. And he listened to my show. And he came back to me and said, how do you know about this? Because we've been watching the Dawn selling out the American bonds since last Sunday. And now they're getting rid of the dollar. And I said, well, that's my context. So is it happening? And he said, yeah, it's happening. So there you go. I got a confirmation from a guy who actually works in the Wall Street, telling me that, yeah, they are actually selling their American bonds. They're getting rid of using their dollar for many transactions. And now it's going to eventually trigger the less use of the dollar, and ultimately they will raise their value once Iraq does his thing. Okay? So who do we need to thank? We need to thank Donald Trump because of that. We need to thank him because he actually made a lot of progress by meeting major elite leaders. We just saw last week what he did. He went and talked to the kings of Saudi Arabia. He went to the Vatican, which, by the way, is an elite. Okay? He went to the Vatican. He talked about it. All right? And then he talked to Abadi, the main guy that is going to change the whole thing. So I'm just giving you this fat information. It's up there. You all have to do is just put all the pieces together. Put all the pieces together, and you will see that there is hope. There is light in the end of the tunnel. There is hope. So whether you wait until July to exchange your currency, or whether you change it on June, because now I'm getting a lot of feedback telling me, for a lot of people, it's going to happen in June, because right now, just like my brother John Nigo says, we might see Mosul liberated by the end, at the most, by the end of June 10th. But he has never said we're going to have a revaluation. Never. He said it very well. He said we are looking for the liberation of Mosul. We are looking to see the people in Iraq being happy. He doesn't care about the ERB. He even asked their people, their own audience, let's forget about the ERB. Don't be so selfish. If these people are happy, we are next. That's very simple, right? Okay, so like I said, I even said it many times, I don't care about Mosul. I don't care about the news. I care about one thing and one thing only. I care about give me the green light for me to go to a bank and exchange. That's it. Because whether they go in peaceful, which I'm not saying that I don't care about their own happiness, They're unhappy, they're happy. What I'm talking about is that there is no need for me to see that because it's coming. Then everything I've been told, it is happening right now, at this moment. So the dong will revalue. And I know for a fact, and I'm going to tell you this. When the dong revalue, if you think you're going to be happy when the dinar revalue, wait until the dong comes out. Wait until the dong comes out and you will really be really happy. That's all I can tell you. Okay? Because all the things and confirmation that I've been getting is the dong will be the bong. Okay? So there you go. Now, let's talk about some of the things that I need to warn you, because if I don't warn you, you're going to come back. So I need you to please pay attention when I'm going to warn you. Okay? As we get close to the end of the process of the revaluation, and after the revaluation of the currency of Iraq, we're going to be seeing many criminals within the dinar land coming up with you with all types of excuses to provoke chaos and panic among you. You don't need to tell me, you don't need to ask me who you are talking about, Benny, because I already told you who are those people. Every single guru that talked to you about the Dragon family, the elders, and this place of casinos, because it's absolutely a brainwash lie. I just read the last letter from this idiot. Somebody sent it to me, and I just read the last letter from this idiot to one of my friends, to one of my followers. It is one of the most ridiculous bullcrap I ever read in my entire life. This guy, from the very beginning, he said that unless the Dragon family does not sponsor this RB, there will be no RB. He said that. Now he's saying that others gurus bullcrap when they talk about the elders and the Dragon family stuff, all that fantasy stuff. He called them fantasy. He called it, I don't want to be part of that fantasy. My reality is this because I do have the right connections. And he even said, listen to me. He even said it. I'm going to post that letter on Facebook. I want you to read that bullcrap. He even said it. I got connection with the best bankers who are directly connected with the RB. I got connections with the CIA, the FBI, and even he mentioned I even got connection with Donald Trump, people from Donald Trump. And they're all telling me this and they're telling me that. Pay attention. Okay? And why I want you to pay attention is because of this. Many of my followers, just for curiosity or whatever reason, they've been posting a lot of stuff from the man who knows. And what do I get on my hand? Somebody send me that information. That guy that you guys have been listening to, that you guys been brainwashing with about that Sam and about all that bullcrap, he's been in jail. He has already a criminal record. Why would you put your trust in somebody who actually has that? Should I remember you about TNT Tony? Should I remember you about other gurus that has been caught lying, that has been caught and going to prison? This is just another one. What makes you think that the guy who said that his connections with the government, his connection with the Dragon family, they're the real connections? What makes you think that this guy will end up the same way or even worse? Think about it. Who's selling you fantasy? Think about it. Okay, who's selling you fantasy? I'm trying to get some sense out of you. Because obviously many of your sense are being killed, are being assassinated by these morons, and you have eaten and you have believed it in such a way it's ridiculous. I got a guy who called me, and he said that he already spent $2,000 on this guy, this moron, about the Dragon family bullcrap. $2,000 in buying his stupid seminars, which, by the way, he only shows totally brainwashed information. Third world religion stuff. Not Christians at all. And this is the same guy who has a degree in theology. I even told my friend, just put his face to any psychic I know, and he will tell you that man is a liar and is a fraud. Every single people that I know, and I know a lot of good ones, the same thing goes with me. The minute that I saw his face, I just want to rip the hell of his filthy smile off his face because he's such a fraud, I cannot even mention it. You guys are being brainwashed, not only by him, but for many gurus who've been selling you that bullcrap about that Dragon family, about the elders. You believe everything and you continue bring it up every day in every single platform. And if you only will see a video, I wish I could just have the okay from my bankers that I can at least film, that I can at least record them laughing their ass off when they mention this stuff. It will change your reality like that. It will change your reality like that. You will feel so fraud. You will hate everybody. I can guarantee you that. Because all this time you've been living in this bubble called dinar land, this fantasy bullcrap. You have been falling, and that's the reason why I come out of the darkness, because seriously, this is not right. Okay? So right now we are in great position. Like we continue having a great position. We're gonna have Mosul being liberated very soon. Very soon. We're gonna get after that the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. Probably they do. Because like I said, the RB will happen at any day, at any time. That's going to be a shocking surprise for everybody. But when the exchange, when the public exchange happens, that's the question. And as long as I've been told, and they're proving to me that one more time they're right, the public exchange will happen in July. So I want you to understand that. One thing is the RB, and another thing is for us to go to the bank. I'm warning you, when the RB happens, you will see these idiots coming over the internet, provocating chaos, letting you know that there will be no public exchange, that unless you are in his group, you're not exchanging. I'm warning you, that's going to happen. Did I say that chaos and panic is going to happen? I've been saying that since 3 years ago. I've been repeatedly saying the same thing. Don't fall for chaos. Don't fall for panic. Thank you so much for your attention. Tomorrow, we will have another great show. Until then, thank you and God bless everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Fake News Show with Benny. See you next time for more conspiracy news, current events, and intel from the most controversial show from Montserrat Radio.